Camo, Brentford finished the season in 11th. How would you assess it for the team overall?
Yeah, I think it's been a good collective effort throughout the season. Of course, we're disappointed we didn't end higher because of the amount of talent we have and our potential as players, technical staff, and the backing we have behind us. You know, I think we needed to give more back to them with the quality we have. But yeah, players need time. We had a transition in the technical staff that needed time too. But everything stabilized well, I think. So I think we can look forward to a good year next year.
You mentioned about sort of changes. There were two big events that happened around the autumn with Dean leaving, Thomas coming in, and then the death of Robert Rowan. How did those two events affect you personally?
Of course, they affect you personally because you deal with people in the technical staff on a day-to-day basis. It was hard, but you know we knew what kind of spirit Rob had, and that motivated us. With Thomas, I think it was hard for him, but I'm just glad that he's gonna have his pre-season now with all the boys and whichever players he prefers. So yeah, it's important for him. But you see how the team has solidified and has stabilized under him, especially defensively. So I mean, during the pre-season, we'll do a lot offensively. We know he's a perfectionist, and he wants players who want to work. He wants passion. He wants drive all the time. So he's very demanding. So that's very challenging for the players, and yeah, we like taking challenges. You know, taking challenges on, and that's what makes you grow as a player ultimately. So yeah, I was very happy for him with his appointment. I think he's a great pick for the club.
What he did in the sort of the winter was to change the system to the sort of the back three with two central midfield players. How have you found that system?
I think he identified what solution we needed to conceding a lot of goals home and away, and that worked because, you know, defensively we had problems, but on the ball, I mean, you know, you could say anything to any other players or to the whole team about being on the ball, but that wouldn't make a difference because they know what to do on the ball because of the potential they have. So I think he made the right decisions. It took time because it had to take time because, you know, when there's a transition, things take time. So I'm very happy for him with the job he's done and how he's influenced the players and solidified the club.
Were there any personal highlights for you?
Personal highlights for me, I think we're seeing a lot of young players doing well under pressure, and scoring a lot of goals, and just despite the change in management, I think remaining and just playing the same way that Brentford plays. I think keeping the style of play and might have been hard, but we did it even though it was in a different system. Another personal highlight is the technical staff and how they've managed to make players grow. Anyway, for me, it's just that I love playing for the club and seeing all the supporters remain remain close to the club and to keep supporting and keep pushing us. I think that's a big factor.
You've got the summer coming up with the African Cup of Nations. South Africa have qualified. You played in a lot of the warm-up games and a lot of the qualifying games. So whilst the squad hasn't been named yet, I know that the expectation is that you'll be part of that. How big is that for you? How big is it for South Africa?
Very, very big for me. African Cup of Nations is very big for me. It's my first one, so I'm very happy. I think once the squad has been selected, I think I'll be ready to go. It's my first one. I'm very happy, and for South Africa, with the new generation of players, I think we can cause a very big upset in the African Cup of Nations with the style of play, regardless of our we're not that big in South Africa, so regardless of our size, I think we can cause huge upsets because we play really good football and we have very technical players. So I'm looking very much forward to that.
And for you, is that sort of the only thing on your horizon at the moment? African Cup of Nations and then get as fit as you can for the start of next season?
Yeah, for me it's keeping fit because I have the African Cup of Nations, of course, and not looking too ahead because I like taking it, taking a game at a time, not looking too far would cause problems because there are many things I want to accomplish in my career and want to see happen next year, but taking it one step at a time, I think that releases the pressure a little bit.